Yep. Take it a little higher over the chest, in between. Good. And she's just reaching it back as though she's setting it on the ground. 15 of these. Then she's going to hit some biceps. You'll see shortly. All right, as promised. She was using biceps secondarily on that overhead extension, so now we're hitting those biceps directly. Basic bicep curl. Feet are nice and close together, making her core work too. All right, moving on. Alternating reverse lunge. There we go. So she's alternating, shifting her center of gravity, so her core's having to work hard to keep her solid. There you go. Dance time. She's going after her karaoke. So once again, just the interest of a little bit of lateral movement. A lot of the cardio that we tend to do tends to be going forward. Elliptical, walking, running. So it's nice to do little pops of cardio that are lateral movement instead of forward and back all the time. All right, moving on to dead bug here. So one arm can stay extended over the chest. You don't have to move both of them. But either way, you're going to work the core. Doing our pretty little dead bug down there. All right, we're in our final block here, seated row. She has her feet perched against the edge here. Drawing that bar back towards her navel. Squeezing those shoulder blades back and together. She's going to be going to a shoulder raise after this. A lateral shoulder raise. All right, here's the promised shoulder exercise. She's doing a lateral raise. Those dumbbells are at the end of that long lever, so it doesn't take too much weight-wise. It doesn't have to be terribly heavy. Just keeping her elbows softly bent. And that looks perfect. All right, Lana's going for a pleasant little boat ride to pop that heart rate up for this last block. Just a quick little 300-meter row. Short and sweet. But we've been doing a lot of back work on this last one, so we're just accentuating that even more with this little bit of plyo. All right, here's her last one. As promised, we're knocking out that V hold. Excellent job. And you can tell it's work to keep yourself lifted, and she's keeping her back nice and straight. Kind of have to find this sweet spot place to perch on your tush to keep from rolling, but she's doing a great job of that and recovered it. You got it. All right, this is her last one du jour. Single arm kettlebell swing. So you see she's hinging at the hips. You get that little stretch down through the hamstrings. So let's try it with a little bit less squat, a little bit more hinge at the hips. There we are. So the more stretch you get through the hamstrings, the more contraction you get as you come back up. Beautiful.
Workout's done, and important information coming. Just please listen.
Yes. So we always start off the exercise with a brief warm-up. So usually about 7 to 8 minutes, sometimes a little more if she has time. But that's going to prime your heart rate to get ready to burn glycogen, which is the energy system we want to use when we're doing our weights. So when you're burning glycogen, your heart rate's going to elevate to the point that you might start breathing through your mouth. When you do like a real heavy set of something, you take a generous rest in between, let that heart rate come down, and then by doing that, you burn all that glycogen out of the system so that by the time you go to do your cardio, you can burn fat like crazy. Because most people don't do that. They come up, they get on the treadmill, they do their obligatory 30 minutes first, and when you do that, you're burning like 50-50 fat versus glycogen. If you do what we did today, which was do that brief warm-up, burn that glycogen out of the system doing those weights, and then you get on the treadmill, you're going to burn much more efficiently, 90% fat. 10% glycogen, so you don't have to do it as long, because let's be honest, some of us enjoy cardio, but most of us not so much. So you want to make the time you spend on the treadmill as efficient as possible, and that's the way to do it.
See guys, thank you for being with us today, and listen, subscribe, share. Let's get in shape and stay in shape and be healthy together.
Good plan, I like it.
Have a good day. See you next time.